Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2. Hope that everybody's doing absolutely fantastic today. And we're trying to get to 1 million passengers transported. I mean, we're growing what we're transporting for cargo relatively quickly. Believe it or not, I've actually thrown another train onto this line already. So we've got 3 trains here. If we come over to this line right here, the Elk Grove to Coral Springs one, which now technically comes up into, so I got to rename this one Pittsburgh to Coral Springs. So that's updated. This technically, where is that? I know there's a train way down here somewhere. There it is. This one needs to be updated as well because now it's going to Providence. It's not a profitable line yet, but it's getting there. I mean, it will definitely become profitable because we've got people chilling down there that want to come back. That's a full train now. We've got over 500 people that want to come up into Jacksonville Airport, and believe it or not, I'm surprised at how many people get off every single time. It's like 20 to 30 people pretty consistently get off to go to the airport. There is one plane that I would like to find. I think it might be this guy. Nope, it's the Austin. Well, I guess it doesn't matter which one it really is, but the Austin or the Memphis one is the one that I've been waiting for, because the Manchester one banks to the right and the Memphis one banks to the left. I'm sorry, looking at it from the right, so banks to the left, and then the Memphis one banks to the right. And I would really kind of like to be able to see that one. Now, this has been pretty consistent almost all the time, getting, you know, passengers back and forth. It's not making any money. My passenger planes, specifically my passenger planes, have not really been making any type of money whatsoever. But let's go to pause just real quick. I mean, we are doing it very well for ourselves. So we got a couple lines that are doing $2 million pretty consistently. We've got this line that, I mean, it's out competing even some of our planes. I mean, it's making $67 million. I mean, this was my original, I take that back, it wasn't my original train line, but it's my original oil line, and since then I've actually established other ones. But this one has consistently done very well, and it's got seven trains on it on this specific one. I mean, if we were to take a look at that, I mean, look at this. Is it 6? I thought it was 7. Yeah, 7 total. So it's just absolutely mind-blowing that train line is still producing as much as it is. The plastic one, which is another version of the Manchester, and that's actually what made Manchester like just boom from the very beginning of the game. It wasn't a city that I was actually looking at establishing at, but everything just seemed to naturally flow down into Manchester, and that's what we took advantage of. But then we got our passenger planes that are passenger trains that are doing really well. $30 million profit, $22 million profit, $8 million profit. I mean, I'll even take a $4 million profit on these trains. $2 million profit. Look, we're having a couple. The Austin airport to Manchester is doing okay from time to time. So making $1.8 million. Is it going to pay for my planes? No. Every once in a while I get a profit to Manchester as well. So, for the most part, we're doing pretty good. But if we look at the ones that are doing consistently bad, if we take this one out of there, because I think this one will actually ramp up here very, very soon, because we're going to do more extensions on this specific line anyway. I mean, they're the ones that have consistently lost money this entire time. Now, this was a gamble with the boats, and we only have 7 people taking the ferries. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not so sure about cargo ships and just ships in general. It just seems to not be that great. Now, maybe I should consider putting a port up here in Salinas, which I actually need to redo anyway, because unfortunately our bus lines are just not getting everywhere. So that means we're actually technically losing out on people moving around, but I can't even keep up with it anyway. I mean, I just threw another one on the specific line, so we've got 5 trains. I might actually have to throw another one, because almost everywhere we go, we have people that just want to move. So I think that's what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna go ahead and grab this train, and we're gonna go like this, and we're gonna go ahead and duplicate that one, because I just feel like it's... Oh, wait. I feel like it's just necessary. Okay, we have a steel mill over here that I don't know if we should get rid of this one. I feel like this is in a really good location. So I only see 1 ore, and I see 3, 4 coal. And I mean, there's this one right here too. But that one's kind of in a bad location because it's kind of stuck now. Maybe that wasn't the one that I was thinking of. But there is one that I would like to get some... We got 2 steel plants there. I do need more steel. I need lots of steel to make more stuff. Though the cities are growing naturally just because they're all being connected by passengers. Because that... I mean, look at that growth, 420%, 500%. Manchester or Jacksonville should be the best at 550, 390. This one should be pretty good too, 500%. So the cities are growing better with getting people moving around the cities than actually now supplying them with stuff, which is kind of interesting. But I do want to take a look at this steel mill. Oh wow, we actually have a lot over here. So what is this? Does this have enough steel over here? Just out of curiosity. It does not. So if we maybe do like 2 more on that line, that should be okay. And we'll just kind of go from there. But anyway, my goal today is to get Wichita Falls, Durham, Akron, and Providence kind of all online. Now, this one is a little interesting because I don't know what side of the city to put it on. Unless I like scoot it really close to like here. Unless I don't know. I am half tempted to bring it over here because I kind of want to put an airport on this side. And then that would tie, you know, this section of the city with other sections of the city. And then we can fly people from here to Manchester and blah, 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 blah. So anyway, let's figure out what side of the city we really want to do this on. So if we're coming from here, it can curve around. And I can really go to either side. I want to put Durham on this side of the town because it's really not going to grow onto the mountain much. So maybe I'll replace or add it just right here. And then I want to bring Wichita Falls to here. Now, Wichita Falls, I am going to make, it's going to be an endpoint for 2 lines. I'm going to bring the Peoria line that's here over to Wichita Falls. And I'm also gonna bring Durham down here. So Wichita Falls will have access to this section and also this section. So we should see Wichita Falls get really good, really big, and then we have this airport that we can actually use as like a big old airport too. Now that does mean that we're gonna have to modify this a little bit because, hell, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get a double road in here. Can I even do that? Is that a thing? Nope, but I might be able to sneak it over just a little bit. I'm gonna definitely have to move this. And then I need to put the cargo and a passenger out here for a bus station, and then maybe I'll actually have to bring one of the lines in. So maybe putting, how do I want to do this? I mean, Wichita Falls is by far the tiniest city that we currently have. Well, I shouldn't say by far. It's going to grow fast after we do this. But I think if we put a train station like a raised platform like here. Yeah, how do we want to do this? It's going to come down. These two, oh man, those two stations are going to be really close together. Okay, well, yeah, those two are definitely going to be super, super, super close together, but that's all right. So I think for this one, it makes sense to put our train station on this side of the city. And really, the only reason this city is growing is because we're constantly bringing fuel in, and we got two trains that are just literally going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and that's all they're doing. I don't think it's ever quite full, but it gets pretty close. So I think what we should do is update this section. Let's put a road. It's going to come straight off of there to about there and to there. We'll upgrade this street and this one. And this one. Wow, we just pretty much destroyed all of the city. That's fine, I guess. I suppose this one would actually have to be the same. And we're gonna come down to here. Wow, I'm sorry, city. We just utterly destroyed you. And then we want to bring this over from there to there. Upgrade, upgrade. Okay. All right, so this is where the train station is going to go. Let's go ahead and throw this down. We got a building. We're going to rotate this guy and we're going to put it just right. There, everything else looks good. We're going to put a passenger terminal, which will be this one. Like right in the middle of it. So actually, let's bring that out just a little bit. Right about there. I think that looks good. Let's go ahead and throw some bus stops in. Now that we've killed it. I'll throw one there. I'll throw one here. There. And then what I would like to do is actually upgrade this road. Put another one up here. There. And then if we bring this street pretty much to like right there and then over to there and then upgrade this thing. Oh, and we got an autosave. Of course we do. I'm just wondering that why we were not getting this thing to upgrade real quick. And then upgrade this. And then what we can do is we can throw in a bus station there. And then that way everything's kind of set up nice. And then we got a new line and it's going to go from there to there to there to there to there to there, there, and then back. I was hoping that it was going to... Why isn't it not taking this road? Well, then we'll throw in another bus stop. And there. And then this is going to be Akron 1. New line. And then we're going to go the reverse way. I don't understand why it's not coming this way. It's so weird that it does that. Why? I don't understand why the game does that from time to time. It like literally decides, I'm going to make a U-turn right here. This sounds like the best idea ever. So if we go ahead and throw in a waypoint going this way, we can go into our... That's Ash Street. There we go. Beautiful. Now we need to figure out how to get this over there. So let's start with our tracks. And if I go to there, but then we raise it. Wow, this is taking a long time. Okay, so where is... There it is. Let's go to there. Now this definitely looks like it's too high, so we can bring that down a little bit. Then let's go ahead and use the bridge that we're going to be using, which is going to be the normal one that I have been using this entire game. That is extremely high. That does not need to be that high whatsoever. Maybe right about there. I think that looks probably pretty good. Let's see, do we do the inside? Yes, we did. Okay, so let's go from here all the way to there. And that's about as probably about as close as I can get that, right? All right, so let's do a bridge and this one. We're actually gonna need that just to be a little bit higher. I don't think we're gonna have any ships going over this side, but so hang on. Let's just try this. Now, it doesn't really need to be a bridge all the way over there. So this one, like starting here, I'm gonna go ahead and just get rid of this. And let's bring this all the way back to about here. I think that will be good right there. And then if we bring this track, because it definitely doesn't need to be raised this whole entire way. So if we bring that down, and then something like that. And then we got to redo this section. I don't know. I just feel like I don't want the whole thing to be a raised bridge. I just don't feel like we need that. I don't think it's necessary. I put that in. How's that look? That is fine. And then we'll do the same thing over here. Make sure that we're not deleting something that we actually need over here. I know that we spend a lot of money kind of fixing this up the way that we want it to be, but all right, now we got a little bit of a collision. Okay, that's because of that. So if we bring this up, yeah, so I feel like we could easily get rid of all the way to there then. Too much slope. Raise the bridge. All right, go ahead and select the bridge. That's too low for my liking. I don't know what it was doing there. It, like, stopped raising the bridge all of a sudden. Come on, you can do it. So if we... maybe that was the highest that it would actually work out for us. So that definitely looks like it's the highest that it will go. Which, you know what? I think I can work with that. All right, that works for me. I mean, we are doing that. And then we're kind of coming across the bridge there. And then this road can get deleted. Then we're going to come across here and delete this road. And then we'll put his train station right here. So we're going to go like this, and then we're going to go street. We're going to go straight from there. And then let's get rid of this section. Then we need to figure out how we're going to work this. So let's go ahead and put this right down downtown. Then this will be... I guess I should have upgraded this to the city. That's all upgraded to the city. Let's go ahead and kind of redo all of this. Put this straight out. About there. And then upgrade you and you and you. You and you. You. Now we're going to go from you to you. All right, that's a nice start anyway. So let's go ahead and throw in our train. And I'm going to put it... see. This would technically be the downtown, wouldn't it? There we go. All right, so we need to bring the inside line, which would be now the outside line. Why is this a bridge? Okay. Okay, so we'll go from like there to there and select this type of bridge that we want and raise it up. I don't think we're ever gonna, I mean, realistically, we'll never have ships over here anyway, because I don't really like ships anymore. But just in case, for whatever reason, we decide to do something with it. You know what? I should make sure that we're gonna be able to get another line past this. Yes, looks like we will be able to. All right, so now we can go right into the train station. Beautiful. Actually, I probably could. Go something like there, and if we go to there. Yeah, I don't like that. All right, time to redo the bridge. So what we're gonna do is go back just a little bit more. Pretty much redoing this whole entire thing. Why not? And we're gonna come off this direction just a little bit. And then it can kind of come right here. And we'll raise this up. First, let's grab the bridge that we want so we know what we're dealing with. And right about there. And then we'll go from here. After we delete that track, that is, and then we're going to go all the way into the train station. That should be fine. Now we can just bring this all the way back. Then we just need to set up the route inside of Durham, and then we'll add the rest of the stuff that we need to do. $3 million expansion for the bridge. Nice. Now what we can do here is go ahead and get in our signals, which should be all good to go. We'll just go ahead and throw one right about there, starting off. And that goes all the way to there. I'm actually going to do from there back. Beautiful. Then we'll come down here and start about there. And that should be fine. So the last thing we need to do is put in our exchange, because we're not extending this track probably beyond this for the time being. Now we do need to go ahead and throw in our bus station like normal. And I think just because, well, let's actually connect this road up over here. So there. And we might as well make this a nice big old street as well. And then I'll throw the bus station just right here. Turn this. There. Looks like maybe a few things will be able to be built there. Wow, this is actually... The terrain is terrible. But this is on like a hillside, so whatever. It'll probably get all smoothed out at some point. Good job, autosave. Do your thing, autosave. Crazy thing. Now this track section is really weird. So I do want to like kind of smooth it out a little bit, but I guess I could do that off camera as well. This whole thing is kind of weird. Because it's raised up quite a bit, actually. But I think I can decorate that a little bit off camera, because that section looks horrible. This section looks pretty bad. Oh, we gotta connect up that. Well, I suppose we can just connect this one up to here. A street. Do a highway. We'll use this one. There's that section, and then I just need to create a bridge for these guys from there to there. At least just for now. Of course it's too much slope. So does that work? Looks like it would be good enough. Maybe bring it down just a little bit. A little bit more. Doesn't need to be that high. And there we go. And then we'll just attach it right to there. There you go. Now you guys can be happy. Now, we have this city that we have to go ahead and throw in our bus stops. Let's put one there. We'll add a street here. And we'll add a bus stop there. 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 And then back to the middle. And then over there. All right, that should give us some decent coverage of Durham. 1. And the other way around. Nope. There. 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 And it's taken the exact same way, which is beautiful. So Durham 2. Now we just need to get a couple of our depots into place. And I guess I'll just throw one about there. And let's throw this one. God, how of a section is that going to be? Okay, well, whatever. We can throw this one right about here. For now. All right, so we want a total of 8 in each of these cities. So we're going to go ahead and buy a passenger 8 of these guys. I know this is going to be overkill for the time being, but 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we've got Akron 1 and 2. And then we need 8 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this is going to be Durham 1 and Durham 2. And we also need to come back here, grab this line. It is now going to come all the way down. Okay, so Providence is going to come down to here, and then down to here, and then to here, and now to there. And that looks like that looks really good. Awesome. Now, I believe our trains that we currently have for this specific route is just not going to do really, really well for us. One is a couple of them are relatively close to each other, and 2, we're going all the way down Durham now, so the difference is going to be a little bit rough for them to kind of handle. But we should start to see these 2 cities start to just like poof, like explode here in just a little bit, especially once they realize that there's a train connecting all the way to Jacksonville and to the airport and other things. I think what I might do is, you know, having an airport over here, and then I can actually shuttle or have a bus stop over, and then they could use that as one as well. That way Providence is kind of connected, or Providence can go up to Jacksonville and Akron could go all the way down to Wichita Falls, which would work. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly how I'll do it, but we'll figure it out. But we are starting to see some people moving around in the cities, which is good. Again, we should start to see like a significant growth. Yeah, 230%. We got 200% there. Providence is at what? 440. So it's just going to take a little bit of time, and this should just like start to massively grow. Yeah, look at that. It's already starting to like majorly increase. We should start to see the city even grow more. I mean, it's got a couple nice skyscrapers there, but Is that, I want to make sure that that covers everything. I don't know if it looks like it will. Oh, we'll definitely have this one there, so yeah, that's fine. And then we'll just figure it out once it continues to grow. Now, it is going to be a slightly landlocked, so I will have to go through it and like kind of help it to grow onto like the other side of the tracks a little bit if it's needed. It all depends on how much this city will actually end up growing. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed today's episode with us, I will keep you guys posted in the next one if you guys want to see like how all of our efforts kind of just played out for us. And I'll definitely go over that in the next one. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this one and like making sure we're on the road to 1 million passengers. I mean, at this point, we could get there. It's just going to take a really long time, but then we obviously don't meet our ultimate goal, and that's connecting every city together. And I still got plans for even up in Jacksonville to do things up there as well. But again, if you guys enjoyed, you know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. And honestly, guys, I will see you in the next one.